Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4 as Sweden and peace reigns throughout the world. Well, that's probably not true, actually. Okay, peace is definitely not reigning throughout the world, but hey, there's only one page of wars, no scrolling. That's pretty impressive, I've got to say. And more importantly, the only part of the world that matters, Sweden is currently at peace. We are pretty dramatically overextended diplomatically. Although our overextension in terms of provinces is not so bad. We're going to core that stuff. This call for peace will go away in a second. Do we invest in the next step of quantity ideas is a good question. We're no longer ahead in military, so I'm going to say no. The important ideas in quantity are the first two. More manpower and faster manpower recovery. So I'm just going to sink points into the quantity ideas whenever I happen to be ahead of military technology and I've got time for it. Otherwise, I'm going to mostly worry about keeping up on my tech. Nice to see a lot of little rivalries and things going on there. All right, groovy. We can convert a province. I'll go ahead and start up on that and that. Try to keep the religious unity up. Not to mention Catholic provinces will be slightly less likely to revolt thanks to our tolerance here. We actually have more tolerance of heathens than we do of heretics. So are these provinces Sunni? I think they are, yeah, because they've gone ahead and were captured by Sunni zealots. So these provinces will get slightly less unrest than, say, a Protestant place. Austria, no, I'm not giving you any unlawful territory. Austria, I'm embargoing them, but they're not rivaled because apparently we can't rival them anymore. But we do have another option, and yeah, I'll go ahead and rival Portugal just so we have the full list. So I love the fact that that pop-up exists. It's very handy. Revoke embargo against Austria, or Australia, as I said last video. We are embargoing Spain and Russia, which is good, so we just need to make sure to send the embargo over to Portugal. Portugal, of course, is quite big. Portugal and Spain, definitely some of the scarier prospects in this game here. Kicked in, yeah. France, France is doing fine. They've been our buddy so far. At some point, we might have to go slap them around, but probably not. I love the fact that Austria is still having rebellion problems, as are the Ottomans. In fact, the Ottomans... oh my god, Epirus over here is crushing the Ottomans, which is really interesting. Now, they are Sunni, and that makes me very happy because when they do go, we have no diplomats to send. When they do go, if they end up taking Burgos, for example, or Constantinople, well, they can't because it's the capital, isn't it? It is. If they take anything along the Gulf of Varna, it will be technically adjacent, so we'll have a nice CB against them. It'll be nice to grab that territory. You go ahead and grab Heresy. That's going to be fine. And yeah, we're going to let things recover. I'll go ahead and tone down my spending just un petit peu. Why is our balance so poor as is? Mostly due to advisors. And I think our trade is suffering because of all the stuff that we're doing on. Fleet maintenance is relatively high. Are we, by any chance... Where's our war fleet? Ah, it's there. Is it docked? It is docked. There's the galleons and transports. We don't need you right now, so let's go ahead and mothball you. That should hopefully save a little bit of money. A few bucks here and there. These advisors, we are running some pretty heavy-duty advisors. Do I want to cut back the army maintenance a little bit more? Yeah, okay, although I'm going to have to keep a very close eye on the state of the rebellion over here. Right now, what are we looking at? 80% chance of getting, so in 1 year in Moravia, which is over here, which we've already had issues with coring. When are we going to, yeah, we got to move an army into there, and it's got to be at full maintenance, so... Let's go ahead and do that. Luckily, we have taken in a whole lot of money from our peace deals, so we're going to afford running at a negative for a little bit, or a deficit, I should say. Which leader is assigned in Silistria over here? Frederick. So over here, let's go ahead and assign Simon. And we're going to split the stack in half, I think. Split. Go there. We'll reinforce when the rebellion actually lifts, which will probably happen. Interesting that it's Czech over here. Yeah, it is. Right. That going. We may have to do some flipping. Now, hold on a sec. I'm going to check something. I'm going to check EU4 Wiki Sweden. I don't know our events. There are some amazing Swedish events that give you huge, awesome stuff. The problem is, I don't know if they can fire after 1600. We might be past our date. Military reforms of Gustav Vasa can fire between 1600 and 1700. Cheaper infantry, permanent boost to morale of armies. Okay, no. We want to stay as Sweden until at least the end of the 1700s, although the Great Army Reorganization, which gives us even more morale and even cheaper infantry, can fire all the way up to 1750. Okay, so no. We are not going to do that yet. So that's the reason I'm still Sweden and not Scandinavia. There are some unbelievably good events that can fire if you're still Sweden, but I don't think they can fire if you're Scandinavia. Scandinavia can tweak our accepted cultures, and people pointed out that I did a couple of cultural conversions on, I think, some Norwegian cultures, and that would not be required. But there we have it. It would not be required if I was Scandinavian, because they would be an accepted culture. But we're not going to become Scandinavia for quite some time. We are going to, I'm going to keep my my Pope spots. And we are 92% away. We're still, so March 57, February 57. So the idea is hopefully we can get Galicia over here to 190 before March of 57. And if we require a bribe, we will. I think we'll be fine. Actually, we could almost bribe them now, send them a gift, and then start annexing them. The idea doing it is I want to make sure to not get the minus 60 reputation from annexing Hamburg and the Teutonic Order, which these guys will get. 10 years of less tax or loses stability. You know what? I'm going to take the stability hit because I know for a fact, even with the fact that I'm slightly overextended, it's going to be relatively cheap to boost up. And 10 years of 10% less tax? I haven't done the math, obviously, but I'm assuming that's going to be a little bit too rich to swallow. We do annex these guys. We'll have a nice contiguous block over here. We really do have to annex Silesia so we actually get a full walk all the way down to the coast over here. Not that that's required. I mean, Silesia is our vassal, so it's not actually all that important. They don't like me a ton right now. Neighboring heretic religion, and they're going to get like minus 6 or actually minus 90 to our relationship once I annex everything, so that's going to be a little saddening. But, well, there we go. So, yeah, so for February, we got to make sure we do it, and in fact, hey, conversions. Nice. We're going to want to send the bribe a little sooner than that. In fact, if I send it now, we're going to be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that just to make sure everything is okay. They're not very wealthy. 25 gold will give us 25 moodlet. So there we go. We'll just wait until our, not just for our diplomat to come back, but so that we can talk to these guys again, and we're going to start annexing them. And New Scotland, I think New Scotland is fine. Your Liberty Desire is quite low. I will go ahead and eat this ability. That will bring it to 46%, which is a little higher, but they do like me, so I'm not too super concerned. Let's start this going. This will start to drain a lot of Diplo points quite quickly, but it'll be less of a problem soon. All right, we're going to start annexing that. Blam. All right, I'm very happy about it. So yeah, our diplomatic power right now is draining away very, very quickly, but as soon as February... Moravia is attacking us. Okay. And a good number of people, they're just... Oh, they're patriots, which is a little stronger than peasants. But they spawn right on top of us. Oh, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Looks like we actually got reinforcements from what? Silesia? Bohemia as well. Oh, right. I forgot. Bohemia is another one of my vassals. Ha. We got a bajillion vassals. The only thing we need to do to expand right now is just eat our vassals up. Does that mean we're going to sit on our hands? I don't know. Still like the idea of taking another chunk out of Poland. Although we have a peace treaty right now. Russia, I don't think we have a peace treaty because they're embargoing me, which is very interesting. Only ally is Spain. Spain will definitely jump in, though. Are they in a coalition against me? No. I'm betting our truce just expired. They probably will jump in a coalition against me. They have a little aggressive expansion. Not much, though. They probably will, but once the aggressive expansion goes to 0, I think they will leave the coalition regardless. Curious. I have no diplomats to send. Yeah, the diplomats are pretty busy. Oh, we don't need to improve relations with Galicia anymore, so we can free up that diplomat at least. We have manpower. We could just go to war against Russia, which is kind of funny. Integration! Bam! Hamburg. Lovely. Hamburg is particularly important because it is an important center of trade and an estuary, which will give us massively more trade power in the Lübeck trade node. We still don't have like a complete monopoly over here, but we have a fair amount. We are collecting trade here automatically because I think it is our capital. We have 25 right now. We have a handful of ships as well. Speaking of ships, what's our force limit looking like? Okay, we're not above our army force limit, despite the fact that we just soaked in these guys, nor our ship limit. In fact, we should build a lot more ships. But speaking of ships, we got a handful kicking around here. What do we got? I'm going to take these lights. I'll go ahead and deploy them in the Lübeck trade node. Why are these... Were the light ships mothballed? Why were they not working the trade? But we'll get these guys to join up the rest of our fleet and mothball them over there. Oh yeah, I can't merge you because this group is mothballed and the other one is not. Now I can merge you and mothball you together, which is fine. Financially, we're doing okay. Oh, we put down that rebellion. There's the Moldovan nationalists, but that's not for 6 years, so we're going to be okay there. I'm going to drop my army maintenance. just above nothing, so that they're still being reinforced if something comes up. But other than that, we're going to save up a lot of money and actually turn a profit. Spoils of war, or war reparations are at 9, which isn't bad. How are we doing down here in Sevilla? Not much. We have some ships. Oh, we're overextended, which means we get nothing. Ah, we got the Teutonic Order. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Also freeing up some diplomats. We got to figure out who we're going to want to annex next. Silesia would be nice. They do hate me right now. Again, all those annexed vassal modifiers. We're going to go ahead and keep working on improving that to the max. And then everyone down here will hate us as well. I'm not sure who we should work on. Sort by how much everyone loves us. These are all actual colonies. Silesia, Augsburg, Frankfurt, Bohemia, Hesse. Well, the things that would make the most sense would be the one province miners. So why don't we go and grab Frankfurt and start improving relations there. Yeah, they hate me, but not forever. Eventually, we'll turn it around. And actually, maybe, are we improving things? Oh, I clicked on Hesse, which is okay, actually. We'll get all those relationships improving. Just let it go. We are no longer royal married with France. Are they going to send me an offer? They did. Okay, good. I don't have to free up that diplomat after all. So that'll be a long-term game. We'll go ahead and bump it up to speed 4. Oh, I should build some more ships, though. Oh, I'm now above my army force limit. The Teutonic Order, that's why. And what about our ship limit? No. What about the Teutonic ships, though? We've got a bunch of little fleets that are working on trade. They'll probably merge up, which is fine. We've got another docked fleet right there, which is galleys. We can probably get rid of galleys. Those are the ones that get the bonus on an inland sea, which is good. I'm going to get rid of the extra transports as well. We have tons of transports right now. We are good. I'll free up some more force limit. We are at 170, so we can build another 56 ships. 56 ships. I wonder... We don't have enough for that. But let's make him groups of 10, and that'll be fine. Like that. I guess we got the 9 lights there. That's fine. 9 lights, and then 9 lights over there. Okay. Fair amount of money, but that's okay. We'll let them come together and start doing a little bit of trade for us, and then probably build up some more after that. I like the fact that we've got this territory here. Once this cores, it'll be very nice. We're not really trading there, but I just like the idea that we have a little bit more access. On one hand, I guess it sort of technically gives the Ottomans the ability... More Epirus over here. Holy crap. The Ottomans are just broken. Do we have a truce with these guys? Trading in fish. No, that's handy. I don't. And I do border them, and they're getting torn apart by war. Torn apart? Torn apart by war. You come home. Holy war. Crimea, do you have any additional allies? I were to declare war on you. The Golden Horde and Theodoro, which is not too much. Why don't I declare war on the Ottomans and co-belligerize Crimea? France and Lithuania will both come in. Holy crap. What am I going to do? I'm overextended already. I'm overextended. I have no admin points. I'd actually love to level up my admin. Just taking Burgess. Just so I'm adjacent to the Epirus and give me some more options. Just like a minuscule little war. It might be so nice. I got manpower to spare. Money's a little tight. Maybe I can just take a bunch of money from the Ottomans. They probably won't have any. They'll probably be broke. Well, all these extra armies I've got kicking around. Why don't you all make your way down here? Once we get there, we'll figure out what we want to do. We're on full maintenance right now, which is a bit expensive. Vinland! Go nuts, Vinland! Appreciate it, actually. Okay. Minor skirmish over there. This is still a colony? Technically still a colony, okay. You guys might be able to transfer trade power to me, actually. Brandenburg coalitions me. Alright. So what? Maybe I won't co-belligerize Crimea, just because there's not really that much stuff I can take right now. I'll just leave them as is. Let's go ahead and declare the war. March straight into Constantinople. Hey, free population in our colony. Nice. Natives and things like that. Nothing that particularly matters. Oh, those are all my new ships. Well, you guys have arrived here. Tender rebels. Do I want to siege the stuff that the rebels have? Or just focus on other things? I'm going to grab this province just because it's nice and adjacent. We'll detach that and go there. We can't grab Constantinople. Though, if we do isolate it, we could grab it in a follow-up war. Is there any chance anyone else might do it? Well, Epirus might, but they probably won't move their capital to Constantinople. So if I grabbed Burgos and Kokali, maybe Kokali. If I grab both of these guys, that will isolate Constantinople. Split the stack in half and do that. These rebels are going to unsiege some Epirus stuff. Religious zeal is expiring. Okay, that's fine. And we're going straight from one war into another. Typical. Some of you guys were here to try to bust down the unrest in my new provinces. And you might want to stay there, I'm not sure. Tell you what, I will just grab the cannons and send you to Constantinople. Since we don't have a blockade, and it probably has a high fort level. Well, only 3. It's not so bad, actually. I'd say a few cannons might help. There we go. We're mostly going to leave our guys there. We have, like, quasi-unlimited manpower. I could tell all my my vassals, of which I have many, to go into siege duty. You got the 4 cannon bonus. That's not bad. Bunch more dudes over here. Tell you what, we'll just deploy some more cannons. The siege. Okay, now more and more of these ships are getting together. Are they all there? Almost. You can do Lubeck. You can do, I don't know, the London trade node? Or English Channel. Or, yeah, that's right. Called an English Channel now. Where we do have a merchant collecting trade. We have 23% of the trade power there, which is not too shabby. We're actually making more gold from the English Channel trade node than we are Lubeck. Wait, what? I guess it's just worth less. It doesn't have as much trade coming into it. Yeah. Incoming plus local. The English Channel trade node is simply worth more. So, why don't we move this fleet to the English Channel? Try to get us more of a more valuable node. Now, it's still taking a beating because of our overextension, of course, but that's being worked on. Shouldn't be that far away now. Yeah, it's about to finish. Stupid sexy Flanders times 2, which is fine. Down here, everything is groovy. And yeah, going after Epirus would be pretty goddamn appealing. Let's sort this by trade node. Makes it a little bit nicer. Sort it by name. Go to England. Thank you. Ports are blockaded. Yeah, okay. Not really a concern. Who the hell is standing here? Oh, I forgot. France, like, that's not who it is, but France and Lithuania, I think, both were willing to jump in on this war, which is kind of cool. Hopefully Lithuania will just beat up on Crimea a little. That'll be fine. I'm hoping this is a relatively short war. Cross our fingers. Move some more cannons in there. Leave the other dudes behind. Well, actually, I say that. We'll do something like that. But yeah, the prize goal is isolating Constantinople so that we can take it in the future. You know, considering we won't be overextended at all. And do these things have increased coring cost? No, which is actually a really good sign. Yay, cores. Brandenburg rivaling me, that's fine. Tea and sugar, well, good for them. Get some more conversions over here in Moravia. Very nice, get rid of the Protestants. Still can't believe we hate the heathen, or the heretics more than the heathens, which actually is pretty standard, actually. You don't hate the people who are necessarily ignorant about your religion as much as you hate the ones that know it and then deny it and have won their own way. That is pretty typical, actually. Go ahead and see if we can park ourselves in Sofia. Oh, that will really reset that siege quite a bit. Never mind then. Do that. It's okay. One at a time, one at a time. English Channel, go. But yeah, now we're making 41 gold there. And we're basically making as much out of Lubeck as before. We really don't need the ships at all, apparently. I mean, we basically have control over all the land in that node. And by basically, I mean, except for the province of Brandenburg, we own everything. So we still have 80% of the trade power. Any ships there? Enemy ships? Nothing to mention. Yeah, okay, that's really good. So, want a siege over there, which is great. Let's go ahead and move you to Sofia. I don't know what we're going to do here exactly. Tender rebels are meaning that the Ottomans have no combat strength, but I don't need to worry about leaving them there. But maybe we'll bypass them and go over there. It's fine. You're here, which is groovy. At this point, I'm going to have to lose admin power. I got to make sure I've got enough enough diplo power in the bank to compensate for the fact that I'm getting such a negative to it. Fortunately, we're very far away from being able to annex anyone else. We are working on Galicia, of course, right? Yes. But then Silesia will get another minus 30 to the opinion poll. So after we annex these three, and we've done 2 of them already, we're going to be in pretty rotten shape. But look at this. Look at this land that we have. Nice, giant, contiguous block. Really lovely. It would be really quite nice to take all of this, and then, you know, including the hop and skip across the channel over here, this will all be Swedish. Although technically we don't have access to the Straits of Dover from the other side. So we'd need, like, Calais. We'd actually have to go to war with France to be able to take their little northern bits. We'll see how it goes. You are stacked up and taking unnecessary attrition. Awesome. Yay. I guess I could go into a carpet siege now. Fine. Peace offer. I decline? What? No. Totally not interested. Splendid. Random claim on, is that Portugal? I think it's Portugal. I didn't read it carefully enough. Constantinople. Done. Excellent. Let's go to Biga. And you Pope. Jonas. All right. Good for you. Or Johann, or however you want to read it. Split you in half. Do that. Detach a siege. Go there. Yeah, I guess carpet siege makes sense. Who's this? Syria. All right. I mean, we're not going to go after the Epirus stuff until they peace out. But we can grab everything else. Now, speaking of Epirus, how's your war score? 33%. If I go and siege a bunch of things, you won't be able to get any additional war score. What's the actual war goal for you? Biga. Which you're not taking because there's a rebellion. Which is interesting. So this won't actually encourage them to peace out. That might be okay. Do we even have a ticking war score? We do, okay. Did we have a battle? I don't even remember if we had any battles whatsoever against the Ottomans. You're hanging it there, you'll probably just win the siege. I'll split this in half and go there, just in case you decide to leave. Then I can get a little bit of credit. Who owns Cyprus? Venice, okay. Good to know. You are going to detach a siege and go down to Albania. We are missing 1 province right over there. So here, I'm going to go and split, to send a 5-man group way up this way. Albania, Hamid, yeah, so we're just going to be standing everywhere. That's Syria, which is, I gotta say, I like this sort of dusty purple look. It's quite nice. I have no idea what we're going to do to the Ottomans. No clue whatsoever, but we're just about done being overextended. We have some admin power. I would still like to tech up in terms of admin. But we may as well steal some provinces while we're here. Will suck having, if we grab this thing, we won't be connected. Although, we will have the Gulf over here, and we could certainly move our navy in here, and it'll be okay. No, go away, Ottomans. I think we're going to wrap it up here, where our manpower is actually growing. This war is costing us nothing, despite any puny amounts of attrition that might be going on. Is this Ottoman? It is. Can I? Oh, it is being sieged, though. So no, I'll just wait here. Now, I could go and stand in these provinces so that when something pieces out... Oh, and there's no strait. Also the Naxos. And, okay, Corfu belongs to Venice. Getting 100% siege might be a little tricky, unless I want to move my entire fleet down here. But honestly, I'd be a little concerned. The Ottomans used to have a giant fleet. I don't think they do anymore. Alright, tell you what, I will go ahead and unmothball this fleet and let them repair up, even though it costs me money. Man, my money's going down real fast. No, it's not important to get 100% siege. We've got the ticking war score. We're going to have a lot of stuff blockaded. We're going to be okay. How's my war exhaustion? It's fine. Okay, we're going to wrap this up, and next episode we'll, I don't know, grab a province or two from the Ottomans. Something like that. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.